Hi, it's Lou here, that yacht girl, and Lee Savage and I are here today to have a look at a really interesting boat, something that really is right up my alley, and that would be the Outback 50. She's what you could call a mini explorer boat, really designed from the ground up to be all about performance at sea, handling, and seaworthiness. So I think she makes a very cool boat. So very nicely now, we're actually off the dock. We've come out and anchored here out in Port Lauderdale to enjoy a little bit more of a scenery around this, bit of a sideshow with everything going on. Always a sideshow. So we're on the aft deck of the Outback 50, and this is a huge area. It has been built so you could literally bring up a tender into this space here, a flatboat of some sort into this area. But to me, I've always thought it's a really hugely functional area. If you're into water sports at all, you could load kayaks, you can launch windsurfers and kite surfers from here, this sort of thing. So I think it's a really great area. Diving gear as well, you could easily rig this up for diving. And the Outback 50 is really a boater's boat. This is a boat that was made from the ground up to be something that you will travel on and you will use and experience. And so for that reason alone, I love it.
Where is it made?
This boat is actually built in Taiwan.
Okay.
Yeah, the Taiwanese built. So everything we feel on it is going to be heavy. The layup of the fiberglass, super heavy. And all of the interior, the woodwork, the joinery, everything there is really exceptional. And that's always a benchmark of the Taiwanese boat. So they're pretty solidly built boats.
Is that because they're used to going to war, or
I don't know.
they're good at shipping? I've no idea. Why are they good at heavy?
I don't know why. It's just I do know that there are a lot of brands that, if they don't realise, are actually built in Taiwan, and they're just like they've always been renowned for building really solid hulls. Yeah, they're interesting stuff. Like I've been quite a few brands out there that have built in Asia. The layout is like fiberglass hull that work is always spectacular. So it's something just cut up. It won't find too many laminates on this boat. But the interiors, it's really good. So anyway, we're out the aft deck. This is a synthetic teak deck that we're on. I love the colour of this one actually. It looks pretty authentic.
Well, this is fake teak.
Yes. Yeah, looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Looks and feels fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, interestingly here, I was just looking at all of the silver bits on the deck here. We've obviously got these rails here that can shift and be moved into that position there. This rail can then be plugged into here.
Okay.
So you can actually lock this area or block this area off if you do have kids on board or what have you. Or nicely when you're at anchor, you can open it back as well. So nice area back here. You've got a swim ladder over this side. This goes down. We have got the engines running, so it might not be ideal to hop down in there at the moment.
Let's have a look though.
This is actually more just a machinery space down here. You can see it's super heavy.
Super heavy, yeah.
It's just how heavily built they are. So we've got some fenders down in here. It must put like village up there.
Telephone doing its job.
Yeah. Now this is also, as I said, it's a floater's boat. It really was.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah, this is thick, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's solid. This boat is not IPS, it's not B shafts, it's not anything like that. It's actually a straight shaft boat. So there's not too many of them around in this size range.
What's that? Is that old school?
It is kind of old school, and a lot of old school boaters. When I first started working the sales side of yachts, people were like, "Oh, I don't want IPS. I don't want IPS." There's the pods are there, and they preferred a straight shaft. The Green Line that we were on before that has V shafts. So that means that you've got your engine here, the shaft comes forward and then goes back. But there's still another joint in the shaft. It's another point where things could go wrong.
Yeah.
But with a straight shaft, it's from the engine straight out to the prop.
But that results in a longer...
It does. The engines of this boat are up in this area here. So part of the design of this boat, though, and when you look at it in profile, electrically, and this is something that Andrew Siller, the owner of this boat, of Outback Yachts, the founder of Outback Yachts, he was explaining to me at a boat show recently that when you look at this boat in profile and look at a pilot boat, a harbour pilot boat in profile, that they're very, very similar. So you'll see that this boat is not top heavy. It's got a low centre of gravity. The engines are exactly where they need to be to provide the best performing hull. And it's really a boat that's designed to go offshore and offshore. So I think it's just a really, really solid, interesting boat like that.
So all these are hatches, actually, aren't they?
Yes. Yeah, we could certainly have a look down inside.
Yeah.
Why don't I start with this one? Let's see what we can see. That's great. So the engines are forward, and your shaft strikes all the way out to the back.
Okay.
Again, super heavy hatch.
And it completely kills noise.
Yes. Yeah, it is pretty quiet, you're right.
Really is quiet,
Yeah. Yeah, it does that quite a lot. Now, this is something else that I know about this boat as well. This ladder can be lifted up, so you can get this completely out of the way as well.
Okay.
So if you're running offshore or if you're entertaining out here and you don't want to worry about that access, you can close that up entirely.
Cool. All right.
So let's wander around the sides. Now you can see back here, he's got the 2 tables on both sides, so you can add extra chairs. Given the nature of these boats and how they're built, you can customize a whole lot of the styling or the features as well. So you could go a bigger tabletop perhaps on one side and have extra chairs around it to create a really nice outdoor dining area.
Are these custom built or are they production?
They're not a production boat, no. Yeah, they are a custom built to order.
It feels like a gentleman's yacht.
Yeah, it has that vibe about it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I really love it. So nice wide decks here up the side. Your diesel and water intakes are there. That's a nice height here as well. So if you are offshore and you're on the other side, you've got nice tight side of your boat. Sit at the bow. So one of the things I also love about this boat is that this can be covered in sun pads and the rest of it, but it isn't. It's a really easy boat to live on and work. You put pads up here for sure, but the way that the owner of this boat uses it and operates it, he's kept it really simple to use, simple to operate. It's a boat to live on and enjoy that experience as opposed to looking after the boat. So now area, you just have your anchor, windlass, and given that it's got the extension there, the anchor is a little bit well, so when it comes up, the anchor sits underneath that, goes across the back, swinging belly to the bow. Chain access will be down inside there.
Very nice. Yep. How old is this boat?
It's a very good question. I don't know what year this boat was built. Good question.
Okay.
Actually, it's
For the stat section at the end.
yeah, well, I don't even see it. This is a boat that Andrew, the founder of Outback Yachts, has lived on and uses. He spent his summers every year up in Newport on this boat, brings it down here in winter. So it's a boat that's been plenty and used.
And very practical.
Yeah, very practical. I love that. It's the height of practicality.
Yeah.
Got his paddleboard stashed out there. So more diesel and water intakes. Now I don't know if it's dual tank But if it is, I'd be pretty certain that it's going to have a pump system to be able to balance them out. Anyway, you can transfer between the tanks. That's probably more for convenience than anything else. And then we can head on upstairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll look the other way so I don't get a complete arse shot. In fact, you take the camera.
Okay, all right. Pass that on up. There we go. Hi. Look at that. Fort Lauderdale at its finest. So up here on the Flybridge, one of the great features of this boat is that it is loop ready. Watch that step there. It is loop ready. And to be loop ready. Loop ready. Okay, so great loop. Loads of people would come to me when I worked with a particular boat company, and they'd be looking at the boat saying, yeah, great, we're going to take this on the Great Loop. Now, the Great Loop is about 6,000 miles, and you can run up the east coast, up through the lakes, and then come down through the middle of the country. I haven't done it, but it's on my bucket list. I think it would be an incredible trip to do. One of the must-haves for the trip, though, is the boat has to get under bridges.
Right.
So generally speaking, 19 feet is your bridge clearance. It's got to be under 19 feet off the water. However, there are a couple of bridges, I think, in Chicago that are 17 feet. So if you want to take that route, it slices a little bit of the journey through Chicago. You've got to be under 17 feet. And that's something this boat does because it's got a hinged mast.
Ah! Genius.
Yeah, so no hardtop up here. You could obviously add a bimini that could fold up here and give you more sunshade over the helm and over that area. That would not be difficult to do. But that way, with a bimini that folds down and with that mast that folds down, it'll get you under all of those bridges. So I think that's a really cool.
That is actually cool. So yeah.
And then back here where we're standing now, there's just a nice big open area. I'd get some waterproof bead bags. If it were me, I think.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I think this is quite a fun area. And throw them around. You know, again, not fussy, not difficult. But you could also store water toys up here as well. You could have some racks for stand-up paddle boards and things like that up here really easily.
You can tell this is more of a boat to live on than lounge on, because there aren't...
Yeah, it's not...
There's no sun pads.
No. Love it. Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you do need your bean bags.
Oh. I think that'd work great. Nice diner area up here as well, and of course these give it around. So you've got quite a nice entertaining area up here. And then into the upper hill. Oh, I don't know what's in there. We've got some storage going on at the sides here. Yes, storage for covers. So here again, not complicated. Pretty cool, really. You've got your Volvo Penta stop-start over there. This is twin Volvos. As I said, straight shafts, no IPS. Nice big Garmin screen for the nav. The Volvo Penta screen for engine readout. Your zip wake are the interceptors to trim the boat. So they're a blade on the back of the boat for trim tabs. And of course the bow thrusters. You've got forward and up bow thrusters.
What's Seafire?
Seafire is your engine room fire suppression system. Yeah, so if you have a fire in the engine room, that will kick on automatically. And of course engine controls. So apart from that, it's a really uncluttered anchor controls are here. Sorry, winch for anchor and the horn. So nothing overcomplicated with this boat. I love the simplicity of this.
It's a gentleman's boat. Yeah. Cool. All right, you do the interior?
Let's head on down.
I'm going to fall over at some point.
Florida Nautical Surveyors is your complete solution to all your vessel surveying needs. Our team of seasoned experts, led by Malcolm Elliott, are the go-to solution for pre-purchase, insurance, or valuation surveys. Whether your vessel is steel, aluminum, fiberglass, wood, or even ferro cement, our surveyors have the knowledge and training to meet all of your surveying needs. Call Florida Nautical Surveyors today at 954-801-2140. Or for more information, go to floриданauticalsurveyors.com.
Alright, so I'm here on the interior at one of my favourite places on almost any boat, here the drinks fridge. To start with, as you walk in here, you've got two large refrigeration units here. This one is set up as a freezer, fridge on that side. So that's a pretty good size for a boat this size. And then we look at the galley. So the galley on this, to begin with, you know, we were talking about the Taiwanese built boats, and this woodwork that you get with those is always just so lovely. You know, I think that's something that, you know, as we've said, it's kind of a gentleman's yacht. It does give off that vibe. Everything, the quality of the woodwork, it is beautiful. And everything here is very customizable as well for the builds of things. The owner of Outback was just saying that everyone that comes out is a little different, and they can be customized fully as well. So we've got some lockers down through the floors here. That I know is the fuel tank already, so not too much of interest there, but we have an engine space down here, which has, I think this is your generator down in here.
Right.
Don't know whether you can get your camera down in there. That is a... That goes all the way forward there, doesn't it?
Oh wow. Tons of space. What's going on down here?
So some great storage space there as well. Again, like, I mean, I just see this boat loaded up with toys. I'd have electric bikes and some pedal boards and windsurfers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Probably never see me again. No one would see or hear of me again. And then I think this hatch just goes down to the front end. So let's have a look at that over here while we're diving through its floors. Ah, now there we go. That's actually just a storage locker. Look at that. That's huge. So the owner was saying that these boats are very customizable, and there's been some that have been done with 3 cabins, 2 cabins, 2 cabins, 2 heads, 2 cabins, 1 head. So it's quite flexible. It's not got the biggest interior of a lot of 50-foot boats. It's not the biggest interior that you might see, but you know, she's been built for running, and so I think that's part of what I love about it. So here in the salon, nice area, table folds up and open. See, heavy. So that can become a full dining table here. And something to notice as well is that when you're sitting down here, you've got sight lines out to everywhere. You can see nothing but water all around you. So the visibility from this spot is sensational.
I must say, you look glorious here.
Oh, thank
the
you.
light is coming. The light is suiting you very well.
It's good lighting. It's always good lighting. Right? A girl's got to have good lighting. So I just love that. You know, wherever you're sitting in this area, you've got full views outside. And the designer of this boat is a bit of a legend as well.
Who is it?
I forget every time. I've got his name. That'll be notes at the end when I get my handy phone out.
Tech section.
Yeah.
What are we calling the end section?
Outtakes. Should we just call it the outtakes section? Oh, I did all this reading about it last night. I'm struggling to get this open, but this is an ice maker. Trust me on that. More storage. Here you've got your switch panel. And again, it is what it is. It's not super high tech or anything like that. There's very minimal digital in it.
It's a traditional yacht.
Yeah, I love it. Okay, so over here into the lower helm, and we've got the side door here to begin with, so access is nice and easy. Also, if you are at anchor, you've got a nice window forward there.
Yeah.
That opens all the way up, and with the door open here, there's a sliding window over on the port side.
That's a hell of a through breeze you'll get.
Yeah, you really will. And of course, you know, at anchor, the nose of the boat will always point to wind.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll make for a really nice, cool space here. And again, down here, pretty similar to what we had on the Flybridge. A few more buttons and switches here to go with, including your bilge alarms and things like that. But again, the twin Volvo controls, the bow thrusters, your zip wake control for the zip wake system, the blades on the back. Lost the word for them right now.
Zip wake. I've never heard of that before.
Trim tabs.
Yeah. Is that a?
That's the name of this particular system.
I've never heard of it. Where's it from?
They, good question. I don't know where it's made. But they run with blades instead of having trim tabs that are flaps that stick out the back. These are two blades that drop down.
Similar to
and they'll run automatically as well, so they'll work out what you need. And again, good big Garmin screen, the Volvo Penta.
Yep.
All your readout is there.
Cool. All right.
The rest down the bottom here as well. That folds up if you want it. And then this little bar there. So let's head on down to the cabins. Actually, the stainless steel steering wheel. I mean, how cool is that even? It's not pretentious. It's proper boat. So let's come into the guest cabin, the second cabin on this particular boat. So this one is set up as a twin cabin. You could easily add a filler in there to make that a huge big double bed. That wouldn't be difficult. And of course, with the customization, you could choose to have this laid up as a double or the twin as you see it.
I do like the colour scheme.
It's very muted, neutral. Yeah. Storage. Now, this is an owner's boat, so there will be things inside all of these lockers, but there we go.
We told him to put the sex toys away, right?
I didn't mention it.
Just assumed.
How you say it. And what's hard to see from your angle is here, there's a whole chest of drawers here.
Okay.
So look at that. I mean, that's huge. And, you know, you could do more up here as well if you wanted to have more hanging locker.
Yeah.
Or what have you, but, I mean, I think that's some great storage.
Yeah. All right.
And then we'll take a left, just when we head forward. And into the master. So, this boat, as we've sort of already touched on, was designed to run. It's a boat that was designed from the ground up to be a boat that runs offshore, well, like a much larger yacht. The secondary focus was the accommodation. So space-wise, it might not have as much volume as some of the new boats that you see around, but it was designed to really go places, and that's the key difference. I still think this cabin has a really nice area though, and we all know my passion for storage. There is tons. This is a full hanging locker through here with more storage boxes back in there, a locker there, a full set of drawers running down there, and there's a big drawer right up there too. Okay, so we've got the air conditioning intake there, but there's a big drawer here that could be almost a chart drawer size or something, but nice big drawer there.
You can see you're nervous opening drawers.
Yeah, I am.
What you might find.
You never know. You never know. Could be all sorts of fun. Now, this particular version is a 2-cabin, 1 bathroom. So your head is got dual doors.
Oh, that's magnificent.
It's a pretty good area, isn't it?
Good Lord.
Yeah. So you could obviously carve this up. You know, as we were saying, this can be a 2-cabin, 2-head. It can be a 3-cabin, 2-head. Was it 3-cabin, 1-head? I'm not sure on that. I would say though that they would probably split this head into 2 more wet head areas. Whereas here as it is, you've got a really nice sized shower. It's got a seat in there, porthole here, tons of room in here.
Yeah.
And then a nice big vanity unit there with, again, tons of storage. Love that. Drawers for all your bits and pieces. Again, more storage up here and a nice mirror. It's a really nice, light, bright space. But there is a lot of space as well. So that could potentially be broken into 2 heads. And so that is about, oh, well, this is the second door into that bathroom there off the hallway. So it gives guests as a day head, it gives them access to it all from this other cabin.
Huh.
Right. Let's head on back up to the salon. Ah, TV, of course. Didn't mention that before. That's hiding down here, electric TV. Trying to think if there is anything else I've missed.
No, it's a beautifully traditional,
Yeah, it does feel very
clean, non-pretentious boat.
fussy. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
not pretentious.
not fussy.
Not pretentious, not fussy. It's just a boat that will do everything it says on the box.
Cool.
And-
Oh, you didn't see the. See,
Oh,
more
I missed
storage.
the storage. Oh, yeah, look at that.
Right, let's do. I think we're gonna call the end tech corner.
The
Specs
and text.
specs and techs. All right, let's cut
Okay,
specs and
all right,
techs.
we're doing that.
Michael here, founder, Concord Marine Electronics. I've got a lot of customers that ask us how it is we've been in business for over 32 years. And you could take a look at our glowing Google and Facebook reviews for yourself. But our customers tell me they come back because our proposals are so accurate and our service department is second to none. And on top of that, we've got the technical depth to handle any problems that might come along. We're proud to announce that we've just opened a new location at Lauderdale Marine Center where we're closer to our customers for better service. So when you or your customers are ready for electronic systems completed on time and on budget, call the experts at Concord Marine Electronics.
All right, let's go.
Okay.
All right, so you worked out who the designer was.
Yes, the designer. Terrible memory going on up here, but the designer is a gentleman named Michael Peters, who's a bit of a legend. Long history of designing very, very good boats, quality boats that will take you to sea and back. The boat's overall length is 56 feet, 56 and 3 inches. So a little bit longer with that huge aft deck. It's 16 feet wide, that open transit wide.
Huh.
It's a massive area back there.
Yeah.
And, as I said before, it was really built to go places. The hull was designed from the ground up to be very well balanced. Engines are in the optimal position. The fuel tank is in the optimal position. It's designed to run offshore. It also only has a 3-foot draft.
What?
So quite a shallow draft. It's got a proper protective keel running down the centre of the boat.
Is draft important for the grey loop?
It certainly helps. Yeah, you wouldn't want anything too deep for that. The height is definitely an issue, as we said, but the draft would also be important.
Yeah.
But just for being able to anchor in places, to know we've come out here, we're anchored in, the inside on the coastal in Fort Lauderdale, and we can do that because of the shallow draft.
Yeah.
And the security of having the props inside their tunnels.
Yep.
So the props are protected by your keel, so you're not at risk of cropping the boat, or certainly minimises the risk. And the boat, with its current format and this layout, with the twin 480 horsepower Volvo diesels, she can cruise at about 20 knots, tops out at about 25. So that's some pretty decent cruising, and at a slow cruising speed of around 10 knots, you can get up to 1,000 nautical mile range. So if you're doing trawler speeds, you'll get a lot more distance out of the boat. What else can we tell you?
When was this built?
When was this built? Hold on.
Hold on.
Second. Andrew?
This is our sky in the.
What?
This is our Wikipedia in the sky.
Andrew? He's on his boat.
All right, we'll put that in the description.
Put it in the notes. He's got his headphones in. Damn it.
Our captain for the day.
Yeah, Andrew is the founder of Outback Yachts, in fact, and this is his boat that he has done. He's kindly let us come to have a closer look.
So Outback, let's just quickly talk about them. So they're built in Taiwan,
Yes?
2-spec.
Yes?
How long they been going?
Oh, I think it's been finished for a few years now. This one I think he said was Honda 6. And, they are built to order. It's not a production boat. It was just his optimal boat for him and his family to use, and he wanted to create something really special.
Yeah.
So that was the driving force behind it. But Andrew's been a lifelong boater, and ran a boat brokerage here in Fort Lauderdale for many years. So, you know, he sort of knew what he wanted to see on the boat. So there are, I mean, consequently, you know, the options are endless. You can spec these things
You
up.
know what it is then? This boat is built by somebody who knows boating.
Yeah. And who boats.
Who boats, yeah.
Themselves.
Unlike some of the plastic fantastics, which are
Yeah. They're
built for
built to
looks.
suit a wide range of people.
Yeah.
This is a
Yeah, let's not discriminate anybody, but
No, but this is a far more specific boat for somebody who knows
Yeah.
what they want. It might not be people's first boat, but it could be their last. You know, it's that sort of scenario. They might, you know, stay with this sort of boat forever.
yeah.
So
Cool.
that is the Outback 50. Hope you enjoyed this walkthrough. We certainly have, because we're off the dock out here, and it might be time to see what's inside the bar fridge. So thanks very much to Andrew from Outback Yachts. Yeah. What do you think, Lee? Did you enjoy the Outback?
Yep, it's a gentleman's yacht. So,
The Outback always makes me feel like I'm kind of at home as well on the Outback. Or
yeah. He's New Zealand, though. He's a Kiwi, right?
no, Andrew's American.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
No, you're the
Yeah.
Kiwi. No.
No, I'm Australian.
Where am I getting Kiwi from?
I don't know where you're getting anything from right now. Time for that beer.
Time for that beer. All right.
Thanks so much.